Alright, what's good? You guys were good, YouTube. This is part two. At some point I felt like I was spitting it. I was really talking my shit. This is part two. We got 25 minutes left in the charging. We're trying to basically fill in the time that we have at the rest stop. You know, as you know, this channel is inspired by the truck drivers that I watched on YouTube. When I think of MOT, Men of Tomorrow, I think of Ferocious MGTOW, a couple other guys. They drove trucks, I believe, or even the guys that do watch. Most of them are truck drivers. So we're here at the Tesla rest stop. You know, it's a little car compared to the 18-wheelers that guys drive. So I mean, I'm not on you guys' level, man. I cowered out. I never went to get my CDL, but the door is not officially closed. I'm actually about to get enough money to either go get my CDL or buy a box truck, but 80% likely will buy a box truck and just work it out from there. I'm not even gonna lie to you because I talked myself out of getting the CDL for whatever reason, but I feel like if I could own like a couple, get a used one and manage to get a couple brand new box truck under LLC, a couple drivers, I think that's good enough for me, because I mean, it would be nice to own a 18-wheeler and have people driving them, but obviously, we could work our way there. I'm about 30 years old. Maybe I could work my way up, but it's from a van to a box truck, and then maybe, let's see what happens in the next 2 to 3 years. I just want to get started. But like I said, shout out to the truck drivers. This channel is inspired by you guys, just being on the road, sometimes leaving everything home. I mean, unfortunately, sometimes it's family that we leave home to go get it. But sometimes we don't have any families, and we don't even keep an apartment. Sometimes we book a hotel here and there, but most of the time we use our cabins, we shower, and I'm inspired by that, and I'm doing it for the sake of traveling, obviously. I spend 10 to 12 hours, maybe sometime 8 hours in the car, minimally 4 to 6, just to get something. But there's not a day that I'm not working my other job that I'm not driving, because if you're not making money, what you doing? The goal is to really have my money working while I'm getting some sleep. So until then, I gotta keep these wheels moving. And now it's even better because I'm just driving a limited rental off electric. I'm not burning gas. I'm not burning expensive gas. I'm not putting miles on my personal car. So it's like I'm gonna get it as long as it exists. Now, here's the thing, I don't want to keep driving passengers around just because, it's risky. You constantly picking up people. Now, like a couple weeks ago, somebody rear-ended me, and it wasn't my fault, but at the same time, you're still responsible when you have passengers in the car. So I had to go through the whole process of reporting it, just because I could have let the guy go because it was a scratch, whatever, right? But I'd probably still, just in case. But I found out they don't even care about the scratches and stuff like that, so they didn't even report it. So in theory, it was whatever, but because I had passengers in the car, people sue for anything. that's that. But also, that would just be something if I'm ever, like, I feel like I need to upgrade from that. I'd rather transport goods, but I'd still want to see the same amount of cash, maybe with less time, right? So let's say I drive my thing for like 8 to 10 hours. I'd like to see the same money, on the weekdays probably, and so forth and so on, man. Will I miss driving Uber? Yeah, I like the format, like the way I got it figured it out. But unfortunately, if I got my van and stuff like that, I don't want to be renting a Tesla and things like that. So I want to put the van to work, and when it's parked, it's parked. But that's just something we have to figure out. I'm very happy to see what the future holds, and prepared for what may happen. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to go running off too fast and miss anything. So I have my eyes wide open, and so forth and so on. Yeah. What else? I do address my traveling through this channel. So the thing is, I just had this idea, which it's an existing thing. I'm basically gonna travel the same places I've been traveling to close the year out. Maybe I'll go to my home country during the holidays, like the middle of December, basically. Maybe I'll stop in for like 2-3 days. But since I haven't spoken to my uncle, I don't know how that's gonna work out. But next year, I have to go to at least one, or if not two, new countries. Like I said, I don't know how good next year is gonna be, how busy I'm gonna be, but if I'm still traveling as frequent, obviously I have to start going to new locations. But as of right now, I don't care if it's every month, I'm going to Colombia and DR because I look forward to it. It's my break from all of this. It reset me, and I'm able to come back and do my thing. So that's that. About 7 minutes in. I don't want to make this too long because I already did a part one, so I don't have to stand out here and just talking, because I just wanted to do that. And my stomach feels like I ate, but I had to talk myself out of eating the same thing over and over from Wawa. So I'll just let my stomach rest for tomorrow. And I'm really ready to get back out there, man. I'm gonna go back to YouTube, watch a couple things, and upload these 2 videos as I should. Unfortunately, the subscribers still not coming, but I'm doing my part by uploading. I'll try to figure it out on the other channels. I'll try to catch some footage on the next trip as well. Because I think on the other channels, I tag things. I get views depending on whatever I upload. So, but yeah, I'm here. This is it. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.